Hello, folks. It's James from the Movie Mad channel here, and lately I haven't been making that many videos, and I think that's just because I've been pretty busy. And I was thinking about this, and this is going on from sort of movie laziness. I've sort of banned myself from scrolling during the week on YouTube Shorts and things like that, and I think that has given me a little bit more time. I've certainly watched a few more from my collection and a few other bits, but I sort of got off track a wee bit last week because I wasn't very well, and I actually had a couple of days off work, and that sort of like threw me a little bit. But what I've been thinking about doing is that I have a number of DVD boxes, a huge number of them, and they do just sit there. And I was thinking about, maybe taking one of those boxes and doing a series, maybe not, maybe once a week or maybe twice a week. Well, I'm not going to give myself a schedule on it, and what I'm going to call it is I'm going to call it What's in the DVD Box. And I'm just going to take the first movie out the DVD box and going to put it in the player and watch it. Now, if it's a movie that I've got on Blu-ray or I've already got, what I'll do is I'll get rid of the DVD. I've done that a lot through my DVD boxes, so hopefully I'm not coming many across them. If there's a TV series, I'll do the same. I'll not bin it, but I'll just skip it. Or if there's a stand-up comedy, I'll do it. So I've just taken my box. This is the one that sits on right. I'm actually gonna switch screens here, but excuse the mess. But you'll see my DVD box. There they are, over there, those silver ones, and my shoes and everything else over there as well. And I took the top one from there, which is a smaller one. Here, look, there we go. In fact, here it is. Look, here it is. And I've taken the first DVD out of the box. In my DVD box, when you open it, I'll show. In fact, I'll show you. Look, this DVD box, when you open it, I actually keep some of the DVD covers. I can't keep them all because it just doesn't fit. But I've kept quite a few of them from there. So if I ever decide the DVD is worthy, or I get more space, or become a millionaire and get a mansion, and I can have a movie room, and I can put display DVDs as well as Blu-rays, then maybe some of the ones can go back in the boxes. So I've actually put the first one in the player. It's a movie I've never seen before. I'll probably give you some info about the film once I've watched it. So I'll show you which movie it is that I put in the player. In fact, I'll need to go over and eject it so you can see. Let's just do that. Let's walk over. Let's walk over to the well, it's the 4K player. So hopefully that's going to upscale it good. Bit of dust. Let's see what we've got in here. So we have By Dawn's Early Light. Never seen it. Don't know anything about it. It's in the DVD box. I must have bought it for a reason. And let's put it in there and we'll watch it. So this is my plan, and I might add a few in at a time and do 2 or 3 so to review them. But the first thing we've got to do is watch it. So let's get that's got my player's got a USB stick in it that I use as well. So first of all, I need to find the remote. Oh, that's going to be a challenge. Give me a second. There they are, all down by the couch. I accidentally hit the wrong button there. Look at the state of the side of my couch cover. I need to clean that, change that right now. Also, I'll change that, and then I'll just use that to keep the the side of the couch clean. But I've got my DVD player remote, my 4K player remote. This is my sound remote, my surround sound. So we might actually shove the surround sound on for this, and my TV remote. So let's go back and look at the state of that. Let's change that right now, and I'll be back with the film in a few secs. There we go, all changed. I use that to protect the side of my couch from my cup of teas. So let's in fact, I might get a cup of tea and put the film on in a second. Let's do that. Let's put a cup of tea on. And then we'll play the film. Hello folks, so it's the day after watching the film, and you know what? I actually can't remember what it's called. I do know what it's called. It's By the Dawn's Early Light. Is that it? Let me pause this just to be just. It is By Dawn's Early Light, and I know a lot of people do weekly watches and things like that, especially Roy, and he does it really well. But I always forget about films after I watch them. So with this series, I said I would let you know my thoughts on it. First of all, I want to let you know that film Dawn's Early Light. I'm going to try and put like the uh, cover up in the corner as I'm doing this. Like a picture in picture, and I just wanted to let you know that that film is not available on Blu-ray anywhere. So you lose, you lose a lot of movies in different formats over the years. From going from VHS to DVD to Blu-ray to 4K. Apparently, it's about 40% that don't make it from one format to the other. So there you go. What I was going to say is that did I enjoy the movie? I'm a post-apocalyptic type of guy, and the movie was, I would just say, just okay, is what I felt. Maybe I was in a different mood, but I just felt it was okay. Would I watch it again? Probably. So keep the DVD, because there probably is bits that I've missed in it. But essentially, spoiler alert, if the story's about a day where Russia, it's a older movie, so it's set when the Soviet Union is still in power, and they get attacked by a nuclear bomb, and that nuclear bomb, you're probably getting that light in the background, aren't you? That nuclear bomb, they think it is America that's done it, so they launch a limited strike on America. America tries to retaliate with a limited strike, and then there's a second strike launched, and they think it's aimed at them, but it's aimed at China, and it's all about the presidents and everybody trying to deal with this, the people in the bombers, the people in the missile silos, and what nuclear war would be really like. I think they should take they should have watched War Games, shouldn't they? What does he say at the end of War Games? He goes, "The only way to win is not to play," and that is true. In War Games, Joshua and the Whopper Machine. So I watched that DVD. Is it worth keeping in the collection? I think so. Did I enjoy it? I keep, sometimes I question myself whether I enjoy movies. I did enjoy it. It kept me watching to the end. I did watch it. The picture quality wasn't great on the DVD, but it was watchable. And that is a movie that has not got a Blu-ray, so you didn't really have any choice on that, do you? If you want to watch again. So that's By Dawn's Early Light. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop just now. I'm going to have some dinner because it's the next day. I'm going to open the next one in the DVD box, and just watch that. In fact, why don't we walk over, open it, and you can see what the next one in the DVD box is. We'll say hi to Jax for you. Hello, Jax. Oh, I forgot the camera's the other way. Right, let's go. Let's switch cameras and go. Here we are. Let's go to the DVD box. And I forgot. I've got all my stuff on top of it because I was sorting out some DVDs earlier that I was going to put in the box. And also, in fact, I can do that while I'm watching a movie, I suppose, can't I? Right, I'll do that. And, because there's spare spaces, and I've got some new ones for my next video that I've not shown to anyone yet. So I'll put them off there. Let's do that. And let's go and see what the next one is in the box is. Let's take out from Dawn. If I could get this box open, I would. Why am I jamming myself here? You've got to take that off first. James, what are you doing to yourself? Can't even open my box. This is crazy. Give me 2 seconds. Or is it just that I can't do it with one hand? It's because I've got all the on top. That's why. Forgot about them. I hadn't put them back in right. So let's see what the next movie is. It is The Boys from Brazil, which I've never seen before. So that is the next one. So I'm going to put these videos all together as a series. I'm taking out from Dawn's Early Light. You can go back in. Well, this is hard to do with one hand. Should have got my stand. Right. Don't want to scratch my disc. Don't want to scratch my disc. Let's get from Dawn's Early Light in. Oh, look, you see I've not even got my shoes on. Right. And here is the Boys from Brazil going in. So we'll watch that one because I'm just going to watch this in this order as they come out the box. And this could be a whole series. Right, okay, let's go on to the next one. And I'll see you once I watch this one. You think I'm going to stop videoing, but then I don't because I want to actually show you. Let's pause for a sec. I've got a USB stick in because I was going to start watching Jury Duty, but we want to get to the DVD. Let's see what the DVD disc is. I'll probably get copyrighted if I show too much, won't I? I've never seen the Boys from Brazil. Oh, see the picture quality. See, doesn't it look that bad on camera? But see, when you see, it actually does look pretty bad close up. Oh, I'm getting a copyright warning. So better. Right. It has got the sides knocked off as well. It does do that on a lot of DVDs because it's designed for old TVs. It's not the widescreen version. Right. I'll watch this and I'll come back. So that is the second movie watched, and oh, I'm in the dark. Can you see me?
I know, because the lights are off there.
I better turn the lights on. Hey, I have put my head in the way of that light so it doesn't like ruin my shot. I've just watched The Boys from Brazil as part of my DVD case going through, and I just watched it, and I went in blind. I didn't know anything about what The Boys from Brazil was, and it was a really good film. It starts off sort of like Nazi hunting, and there's a very young Steve Guttenberg in it. Spoiler alert if you've not seen it. And they turn out looking for Joseph Mengele. And maybe younger people didn't know who Joseph Mengele is, but he was a Nazi doctor who did all kinds of bad experiments, especially with twins in the concentration camps. And as I'm watching this film came out in 1978, okay? And Joseph Mengele wasn't captured. He lived to 1979 and died in a drowning accident when he was completely free. And they only proved it was him by doing DNA evidence later on. So what I was thinking is if this film was made in 1978, he could have actually seen this film.
It might not have been released in 1978.
But he didn't die till 1979, so he could have seen this film. And the film, as I say, the Nazi Hunters, it turns out that he's continuing Naziing, if that's what you want to call it, really badly, and doing some kind of experiment to. I don't want to ruin the film for you, but what I would say is it was really good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great one. The DVD wasn't great quality. I was wondering who the star was, and it was Gregory Peck playing Mengele, because I'm not great at remembering actors that I've not seen in many things before. And also, Laurence Olivier was playing the Nazi hunter. And the sci-fi twist in it, I thought it was really, really good. Really good. So that's my thoughts on The Boys from Brazil. And, doing this DVD box this way, I'm going in blind to some movies because I've had that movie for so long and never watched it. So, hope you've enjoyed this. I think I'll do this all the way through for 5 DVDs. I've done 2 so far. Put it all together, put it in a video, like what I've watched, and maybe put it up on a Sunday. But I've done 2 so far, and we'll move on to the third shortly. Thanks very much, guys, and I'll see you for the third film. Hello, folks. It's DVD number 3. What have we got in the box? Let's see. It's a bit dark in here. Oh, yes, I know what it is. Oh, you can't see it because I'm these things. There we go. So the next DVD is Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, which I've never seen before. So let's pop that in the player and get it on. Hey folks, it's James here. I've just watched the third film, and that was Cat on a Hot Tin Roof with Paul Newman, Elizabeth Taylor, and I'm sure there was other actors in there, but I can't remember who they were. I know that the Cat on a Hot Tin Roof was a play, and a Tennessee Williams play, and I would like to say I understood the movie, but honestly, I'm not sure I did. But that being said, it did keep me entertained. Again, so if you've not seen it, spoiler it. It's all about this father, and for some reason they call him Big Daddy, and I found that cringy. I'll be honest with you, but he is rich. He's got lots of money. He's got a son that was a football star who's lost his way and is drinking a lot. Who's got a wife who's he's estranged from, sort of, and the other son has a wife and 5 or 6 kids, and they all seem to be, well, all the kids and things like that seem to be plying for his affection, so they get his money when he dies. Now, honestly, I think that kind of thing brings out the worst in people. The worst in the family. I can see, they're trying to ensure their own survival by getting some of the money, but try to do each other out the money. But the guy who's a football player doesn't really care about the money, and he's estranged from his wife. And it turns around from him ignoring his father to them having big arguments and telling some home truths. Sometimes when you've got family and sometimes you need big arguments to clear the air. And I got the suspicion that the footballer, his friend had died and committed suicide, and he thought he had an affair with his wife, but I've got a feeling, I don't know, that maybe he was a bit bisexual, and that it wasn't just a friend. But then at the end, he gets back to his wife, so he could be, but I just got that kind of suspicion. But they had a long chat with his father when he's dying, and that seems to be clear the air, and it just seems like the whole play is about family and what people want and money and deception and lies and it was entertaining. I did watch it all the way through to see what was going to happen, and you know, did I enjoy it? Yeah, I did. I thought it was a good movie. It was off its time. I would also say that, and maybe I'm not fully understanding it. So, but I wanted to give you my thoughts because I'm actually going to look up and see what this play is all about and what you're supposed to gain from it. Well, it's a movie. It's from 1958, and that's. But I wanted to tell you my thoughts on it first because I didn't want to go and look at things and then pretend they were my own thoughts. If you know what I mean. So that's my thoughts on number 3. I'll probably put it up in the corner here, the picture, when I do the picture in picture again. So hope you've enjoyed the third DVD review of the week. I've done 3 in a week. That's a bit unusual for me. But I'll probably do 5 and then end this, and then I'll do another 5 when I next do it. But I won't. It might not be on a weekly basis. It might be 2 weeks or something like that. But I'll add this clip in to the next one because I'm doing these all on different days. I really do like to give the thoughts as soon as I've watched the movie, because if I don't, I forget about them. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be back with DVD number 4. Hello, we're moving on to the next disc. I just noticed as well, this is a double-sided DVD, this one. The movie Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. It's got the 4.3 on that side, and it's got the widescreen on this side, which I watched. Well, whichever side it was, I watched the widescreen on.
Watched it.
I know that. I watched the widescreen version. That's what I was saying. Now I'm going to go on to the next one. And I believe it is all about Eve, because I've seen it already. Yes, here it is. Ruined the surprise. It's all about Eve. So let's pop it on, and I'll give you my thoughts afterwards. Hard to do this with one hand. Let's pop Cat on the Hot Tin Roof back in. There we go. And let's get on with the movie. Hi folks, I'm in the car, and I did watch All About Eve last night, but it was just too late after it finished to film my thoughts on it, which I do like my thoughts to be fresh, but it is only the next day. So, what did I think of the film? I thought it was off its time. I think it was 1950 it was brought out. But I did notice that it had some characters in it, or actors that recognise the name. Bette Davis, Anne, I can't remember her surname. I'll put it up in the corner on the cover if I remember. And Marilyn Monroe was in it. And what it was about this young girl who really admires a actress, and she goes to see her play several times, and a rich lady notices her and eventually takes her in to meet the actress, and she actually begins working for her. So all straightforward. She's a young girl. She wants to work with the actress. She comes up with a story about being married and her husband dying, and the actress takes her, Margot, her name is, the actress, takes her under her wing. But through it, Margot's got this suspicion of cynicism, and everybody, including the lady that introduced her, and Margot's then boyfriend and director, the boyfriend, and then there's a director and the producer, all think she's not right about this, and that the young girl hasn't done anything wrong. But if you haven't seen the film, again, you probably shouldn't watch my review on it because I'm going to do some spoilers. But basically, it turns out the young girl isn't what she seems. She's a master manipulator, and she's been manipulating this whole scenario to take the actress's role. And when she doesn't get her way, because the people figure it out, she then tries to blackmail people into getting exactly what she wants, and becoming an absolutely ruthless killer, as one of them calls her. Now, a journalist figures this out, and he's going to expose her. But the journalist has got sinister thoughts himself, because he wants to marry her. She's been trying to manipulate somebody else's husband away, but he manipulates her into marrying him or being with him, because if he doesn't, she'll expose her. So it's all about blackmail. It's all about cynicism. and it's did I think it was a good movie? I did. I did keep me. I did watch it. It did keep me captivated throughout. And I'll be honest with you, when the older actress was doing that, I said to be on the young girl side because I thought that she wasn't doing anything wrong. But more and more, she played the innocent, so a child, really well. And she plays it to such a thing that she deceives everybody except this journalist and the friend. But the friend eventually, the woman that introduces them, eventually sees through her. Master manipulator. Just thinking about that. Complete master manipulator. So, I've been avoiding watching, not avoiding, but not watching films that I've had in that DVD box for ages because maybe I think they're too old, maybe I think they're not any good, or they're just not my thing. Now, see, if I'd seen the plot of that movie, would I have put it on? No. Did I understand it? Did I enjoy it? Yes. Would I watch it again? I don't think I would because I don't think I need to. It's not a rewatchable one for me. But it is good to know that you've seen it, like Cat in a so the other ones I've watched was Cat in a Hot Tin Roof. You can go, they'll be earlier in the video because I actually can't remember what one of the ones I watched. That's why I've been making these videos and doing my thoughts right after. So we've got one more to go, and I'll try and watch that tonight, and then I will try and get my final video out tomorrow. My final video for the first 5 in the DVD box, but there's 300, so it's going to be a long series, this one, and I'll catch you when I'm about to watch the next movie. Thanks, guys. Hello, it's Saturday night. We're on to DVD number 5. This time, I don't know what DVD number 5 is, so let's go over it and have a look. I need to take All About Eve out the player from last night. In fact, let's switch. Right, is it All About Eve in the player? It is. Here we are. So, let's see what's in the box. I should have moved all this stuff over the top first. Give me a sec. There we go. The next one looks like another older one. An Affair to Remember. So we'll get this in the player and we'll see what it's like. Yep, let's get you in the player. Sorry for shaky hands. There we go. Affair to Remember. In you go. Oh. I hate when it does that. Sometimes it doesn't shut. There we go. Hey folks, it's James here. I'll add into the video of the movie I watched last night on DVD from my DVD box, and it was Affair to Remember. And the first 3 I filmed right after, and I think my thoughts were a bit clearer, but it was quite late at night on the last 2, and so I filmed them the next day. But my thoughts are still pretty clear on Affair to Remember. But the thing is, I don't actually know who starred in the movie, to let you know. So I'm just going to take a second to look that up, and then I'll tell you my thoughts on the film. So if you just bear with me, prepared as always. Remember, let's see what the cast is. The film was from 1957. Let's see who the cast is. Oh, it's Cary Grant and Deborah Kerr are the main stars. And this is sort of like a romantic movie. But I'm going to be honest with you. I found it a bit disrespectful in some ways. So, these 2 people, there's a really famous guy and he's going to marry somebody who's really rich. And he's got, everybody's after him, and they're on a boat trip, like a overseas voyage to New York, and he meets this lady and they sort of interact because he lost his suitcase, and she's got a boyfriend too, and they enjoy all this time together and they find they've got a connection, but he still goes back to go and marry this other lady and she goes back to her boyfriend, but they split up and they do decide that they're going to meet at the top of the Empire State Building in 6 months' time, and if both of them are there, they're going to get married to each other. But I just find it a bit disrespectful to the other partners, to be honest with you. So I didn't have an affinity to the characters that I thought I would because of that. And then she does go to meet them. They do break up with their respective partners, which is, to their credit, they do that. They didn't actually do anything cheating wise or anything like that when they were on the boat. They just had a connection. And he's waiting at the top of the Empire State Building, and she gets run over on the way there. And this whole scenario comes in where she doesn't want to speak to him after that, doesn't want to tell him why she wasn't there because she's in a wheelchair, and he tracks her down eventually, and they meet together, and then it's sort of like she becomes a teacher. They're doing the things that they want to do, instead of living off these rich people, and they're earning their own way. So that's sort of a respectable bit. But at the end, they just meet together, and he finds out she's been lying and she's in a wheelchair, and that's why. And then they suddenly all get back together. For me, it just wasn't something that I was like, is that it? The bit at the top of the Empire State Building was good though, because I thought that must have been characterised in lots of films, because I've seen other films, so that's what it's from. But for me, I just didn't like the whole affair bit, and I suppose it is called An Affair to Remember, isn't it? So for me, I wouldn't watch it again. It's a romance that I just didn't think is worthy of it because of the sort of cheating aspect of it. I just do not like that. So, right, that is my 5 DVDs. So I'm going to put this video all together and you'll see it online in a little minute. But so thanks for watching. I'll try and do this every probably second Sunday and do 5 DVDs, because it takes a lot of work to watch 5 films. But there's 300 films in the one DVD box. I've got 5 boxes of these when there's more than 300. I've got about 5 years worth of content, 10 years worth of content. So I'm just going to keep doing this, and I hope you enjoy the videos. Well, I enjoy making them, so it's up to you if you want to watch them. If you don't, fair enough. But for me, I've enjoyed this 5. Watching movies that I haven't seen before, and maybe wouldn't have watched or given a second look at because they're sitting in my box. We're going to go on to number 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 for the next video. So we'll see you then, hopefully. Thanks very much for watching. James out. Oh look, a double thumbs like the Fonz. Hey!